Hi guys, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. My name is Gabriella, for anybody new tuning in. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so it looks like there's a focus on you getting out of his situation, or you focusing on peace within your life. We're starting off with the Four of Wands. For some of you, this has to do with work relationships. There can be something involving legalities that are going on as well. It looks like a big decision that needs to be made. This can also be connected with a contract or with a commitment that you're making or that you have made. But it seems like something further is going on with this situation. For some of you, this is about a close relationship that you have and a big decision that needs to be made. As I said before, there can be some sort of contract or legality. Remember, this doesn't need to mean like a worldly contract, can absolutely be a spiritual contract. There may be something that needs to be done within a situation, a call that you're making. You could also be trying to figure out what the right call is to make, because I'm seeing an important choice and you being in a space where you're like, I want it to be fair, I want it to be balanced. I'm looking at Pluto and Libra here. Pluto is Scorpio. Yeah. Really heavy Libran energy here. It seems like trying to figure out a fair way to set boundaries with someone, and even how to filter information in a way that is balanced while trying to maintain a sense of stability. It seems like you're looking for the best possible outcome within a situation. This looks like it's connected with a close relationship that you have where there's a sense of, you're not getting away from this person. Not that you would want to, but I'm seeing this be a relationship where there's a sense of like duty or responsibility that's connected with it, or like somebody that you feel like they're just like very strong ties with this person, even ties for life for some of you, I'm hearing. You would feel. But it seems like you feel disappointed by something going on within your connection. I'm seeing you be in a space where you didn't say any. This person may not know how you're feeling. I think you expect better from this person, and you may see them, and not from a place of you being like, you can do better in a mean way. I'm seeing it be more so, or like in a judgmental or critical way. I'm seeing like your perspective be like, I know that this person's potential, like they have so much more that they could be living up to right now. So I'm seeing it be like that, which is also connected with expectations that are not in reality. So that's also something that you want to look at as well. But yeah, the sense of you feeling disappointed. Okay, so this is somebody that you were in a very close relationship with, or you have some sort of serious commitment where like you guys are bound or you guys are tied in some way to one another, okay? There's a sense of this being understood. I'm hearing pact, agreement. This sadness, this disappointment that you're feeling, I'm not seeing you as having voiced this. I'm not seeing this person knowing. I'm seeing you kind of keeping this to yourself right now. And you may be in a space where you're like, I'm trying to gain perspective and I don't want to jump and say something about it. So I'm just kind of keeping it to myself right now, because why do I need to talk about it? However, it's something that you're feeling. It's something that you know that you're feeling, even if you haven't let on that you're feeling this way. Because of the type of connection that you have with this person, it seems like that's why you feel disappointed, because it's like, our connection is like this, so like why would you be showing up like that, you know? One of those situations. Like, maybe you're also kind of taking this to heart, like, don't I mean more to you? Like, you may be taking this a bit personally as well. Okay, let's keep seeing. You easing back up off this relationship is going to be helpful. Even if you're still, like, being present to it, you may be taking some more time for yourself because of things that you need to think through. And, like, really wanting to handle this with care as well. Because it's, like, I'm seeing that you're deeply affected by something, right? So it seems like something heavy that you've been carrying. There's something here where intuitively something has really helped you out. Because I'm even seeing you be in a situation where there's like a lull in what it is that you've been feeling. And then I'm seeing the High Priestess show up. And the High Priestess is like this recognition of stuff that's more subtle and like kind of pulling it to the front and being like, okay, I'm seeing this. I'm understanding it. Like I see you. I see how I'm feeling. All of this stuff. And now I'm seeing there be like a benefit that this has given you by being even able to see the bigger picture here of what's going on. Even feeling into this situation has been helpful to you. Something about here, like reading the energy or getting like a deeper understanding of what's been going on. And you may have, there's something below the surface that you have access. There's something below the surface that you have connected with. And I'm seeing this provide a very big benefit to you. But it's something that may not have been explained, and it's something that may have not been communicated in so many words. It's something that you picked up on more so. And it looks like it put you exactly where you needed to be. I'm seeing this be a help to you. You could have also been in a spot too where you connected with someone. As much as I see this, you connecting with yourself, there could have additionally been somebody that you connected with that you feel has great insight into situations and could have like connected you. Like I'm even seeing somebody kind of pull you. Remember, this can be you with you. I'm seeing somebody kind of pull you and bring you up into like a more elevated perspective so you can see something and the way that it's happening. And it helps ground you. It helps center you. So those feelings that you were having, even though they're absolutely valid, there's a sense of like you working through them and not feeling like they're sticking to you in the way that they were before. There's a sense of feeling like you've grasped onto something that has provided a sense of equanimity for you within this situation. And you also feel confident about the way that you're dealing with it on the emotional level, which may not have been easy. I'm seeing this also be connected with you setting boundaries that you feel you're doing from a level-headed space. And I'm seeing like the consequence of this. I feel like the word consequence has a connotation where it's something negative. I'm not seeing this be something negative. I'm seeing like the consequence of this, the effect of this be something beneficial for you, because I'm seeing you walk away feeling more confident because of the way that you're doing something. And I'm not seeing this be something easy. I'm seeing this be something, I'm hearing tried and true. It seems like learning that you've been doing and now you're applying it to a situation and feel good. Like you were really able to do it in a way that matters to you and in a way that was effective within this situation. Feeling stable, also feeling comfortable with how you did this. Why is the Knight of Wands here? You may have felt like it was right to go about a situation a particular way. Like you felt confident about like rushing ahead with something. This can also be somebody that in your life that you're also dealing with too. Somebody may think that they have the answers and be like, I'm gonna tell you. And like they may not think about things in the way that you do. I'm seeing somebody that is like very, very confident with like how they're living their life and how they go about like giving advice and doing this and doing that. like somebody that feels, at least they give off the energy like they have it all together, but there's a sense of like even recklessness within this, which is interesting because I don't think that they would see themselves like that, but you may perceive this person as having a bit of that, like maybe like a lack of maturity, you would see it as. But there's also something attractive, there's also something appealing about this person. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so you have to use your better judgment with this situation. I'm seeing a close relationship that you're in. For some of you guys, this is connected with, it looks personal to me. Somebody in your close vicinity, this can be somebody you live with, it can be somebody that you are married to or have been married to or thought you would be married to, somebody that you may have shared responsibility with. For some of you, you do live under the same roof as this person, or you have at some point, or metaphorically you feel you do. Interesting. Maybe for some of you, you have like a similar upbringing to this person. Origin even. But there's a sense of you being bound to this person. You guys being bound together in some way. Whether this be like an earthly contract or a spiritual one. There's a sense of you being bound with this person. There's also a sense of you knowing that there have been times when there's been like a lot of harmony flowing between the two of you. However, something has happened where you feel like that's not the deal right now. Because I'm seeing you be feeling sad about some things. Even like that could have gone better, you know? It even seems like something has gotten to the point where you're like, this is too much, it's too heavy to ignore now, and I need to do something about it. And I am seeing a decision that you're going to make. And for some of you, this is a legal decision, not for everybody. It may be like a metaphorically legal decision or like a spiritually legal decision. I don't know how far deeply we're getting up into this. The focus is that you haven't told really anybody, unless it's people very close to you, but I'm not even seeing it be like that. This looks like a private decision that you are making, that you feel like you have acquired the information that you need to be able to do this, and you've gone about it in a very discreet way, I'm also seeing, and now a decision needs to be made. And it looks to me like you are coming out on top of this, like there's some sort of justice that's being served within this situation, and I'm seeing you be... It looks like you're putting a lot of thought into all of this. It looks like you're trying to be very fair, trying to be very balanced, and it seems like because that's the way that you're going about this, it is going to lean in your favor now, is what I'm seeing. Because I'm seeing whatever way this is that you've gone about doing this, you end up getting the benefit of that. I'm also seeing it be important for you to be, it's like after the fact, and this can even mean like after you know, because I'm seeing you get some type of W here within this situation. After the fact, if you celebrate, it looks like you're keeping it to yourself. After the fact of this, I'm not seeing you be like loud and rambunctious or like ostentatious about this. I'm seeing you be in a space where you're being discreet still. And you also feel level. You feel accomplished, I'm also hearing. You may want to celebrate this a bit. I want to know... I want to get more insight as to why the Knight of Wands is here. There's a decision you need to make about somebody. You may not... There's a decision that you need to make about somebody, but you may not want to jump the gun. There's even something electric that you are connecting with. But I'm seeing you use like everything within you to try to stay grounded. I'm seeing it be something that you feel a lot of fire and passion for, and I'm also seeing you be in a place where you're like, it's important for me to stay level-headed through this. Like, even though it's almost like you feel this sense of excitement, but rather than like being very out there and expressing it, there's a sense of kind of keeping this contained. I'm seeing you also have this feeling of like wanting to run towards what this is that you're doing, but there's also a sense of you. It reminds me of, so I use Waze when I travel, and when I use Waze, if I'm going to, Waze is a GPS. It's an app for GPS. When I'm going to be traveling somewhere, like say I want to like get to a particular place at like 2:30 tomorrow, I can set it the night before and it will tell me the next day when I need to leave. I'm seeing it be something like that, where it's like you're putting in the location and you're not going there yet. So what this is that you're doing, or what this is that you're starting, it's like you know that you're going to be hitting the road the next day, so to speak, and you're like putting in the location for it, but you also know that like you need to go to sleep that night before you can go and start doing this. So this can mean like, I know where I'm going, and I know that I'm definitely going to be going in that direction, or like with this person, or towards that thing over there, but I'm not yet ready to do it yet, because there's some sort of resting period or some sort of break that is needed, or like a timeout. I'm seeing there be a lot of passion that's connected with this, and then there's a notion of kind of like switching off, or turning down, powering down. This is a temporary thing. It's like some sort of needed break that's happening. It seems like this will also help you kind of figure out maybe what's been jumbled around emotionally or energetically for you. It's giving you time to reflect on how you're feeling. I see. Oh, interesting. Okay. So there's something about taking a break and then feeling like you are really connecting with yourself and what it is that you are feeling. I also want to say too, for some of you, even though I'm describing the process that like just you have been going through, you may see that there are also reflections of other people that you're connecting with. So it's kind of like an echo, like a parallel. What's going on with you internally, you may also be seeing aspects of that playing out with the people that are in your life as well. So I'm seeing something about the Queen of Cups here, and I was seeing like somebody send a message and then another person like not really be like interested in what that is, and I don't know where or how that's going to come into play, but I'm seeing that be connected with this somehow. But there's also stuff that's hidden that's connected with that, so we may not be meant to speak further on it right now. Not right now. Okay, so there's something that you know that you're going to be doing. You're taking a break. You are collecting yourself in that time emotionally more than anything. So it's giving you time to reset. And then you start the drive, I'm seeing. But doing it slowly. I'm seeing it be important that your heart is as invested in the action that you are doing as like your body and your physical nature is. Like these decisions that you're making, it's just as important that like you're taking action and doing it with your heart involved. It seems like this is also, if you go ahead and do something impulsively, or you allow somebody else to come through and do something where there hasn't been a lot of thought behind it, you may feel like you're repeating a cycle and like it's not allowing something to change in the way that it's meant to. However, I'm seeing by you taking a step back and really thinking about something and really reflecting on how you're feeling and then how you want to go about acting. It's like in the moment you may know what you want to do and have this part of yourself be like, I feel a little bit ungrounded and that like maybe something better is going to come to me. And by you taking that break, it helps you really figure out how you're feeling, and then it helps you from a very strong stance be able to take action from that space. And I'm seeing it allows you to develop further, it allows you to evolve in the way that you take action and integrate what you're feeling into that as well. I'm also seeing this be guided for you. So you know there's something that you want to do, but before you do it, you take time to reflect on what it is that you're feeling and then take action from that space. And it seems like this is allowing you to create a new cycle rather than repeat one. However, if you do things in the same way that you have done before, you're just setting yourself up to have a repeat cycle. This is what your guides are saying. I'm seeing this be emphasized here. However, it's your decision. It's saying doing things differently than you had been doing in the past is going to be extremely helpful to you, because you may have felt like in the past you like raced towards something and you were like, it's very shimmery and I want to grab it because like that's what is calling to me. And now there's a sense of checking this thing out more and even checking out the surrounding environment before you jump into this. But you have a choice to make. For some of you, if you feel like there's a cycle that's repeating, there may be something that's hidden that by you doing things differently, it's actually going to benefit you otherwise. There's something that you do not want to repeat or that feels unpleasant to repeat that will be repeating, but it's not obvious. It's not something you would find until you were in the middle of the cycle. There's something here about like needing to see things differently, needing to really zoom out and not, it's like if you're thinking in the same way and from the same perspective, there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of like larger like macro understanding that you're going to have. And so like you have the opportunity to disregard this, because I'm seeing Neptune be here, so it's like, oh, if we want to escape or avoid this, we like don't really have to address it. However, your guides are saying if you actually address this now and give yourself the time that you need to really zoom out, it's going to allow you to make a disciplined choice. And whatever thing this is that's hidden, this looks shadow related, that keeps putting you in the same cycle, you're going to be able to avoid it this time because you're integrating like light into something that's subconscious, something that's shadow. However, if you decide like, hey, like let's not address that right now, I don't really want to be seeing that, this is something that you have to reach for to get connected with, but it's a perspective that you're capable of grasping. However, if you just want to have the rose-colored glasses on, you can. However, you're going to find yourself in, we're not saying that, you're gonna find yourself in the same situation that keeps repeating, and you're like, how do I keep getting here? You're being given an out of the matrix of a situation I'm seeing, but you have to do things differently. I'm seeing like the thing that needs to be done differently is that there's something that you want to go after, and you feel like it's like you're human, this part of you that has like feelings and desires and attachments and wants and needs and all of this, like this part of yourself feels very connected or feels very attached or very interested in this thing that you want. However, you have the opportunity to take a break and get like your energy and your emotions connected with how it is that you take action. And if you integrate these, it's going to give you the opportunity to do things differently than you had before, and it's going to help you in a very big way. Because I'm seeing if you go after something, even though in some ways it speaks to you on a deeper level, the high priestess is saying, like, this is something that we need to think about in a different way, and we need to see this in a different way. And if you go about doing this, like, just going based off of, like, what your human wants and not integrating, like, your higher knowing and higher understanding, your higher perspective even, we're just gonna have a repeat. And like, I will say this too, I don't know if this is going to connect with all of you, but for some of you, you got in a relationship again, and it's like you feel disappointed again, and it's always the same story, or it feels that way. It's like you get interested in somebody, or it's like you wanted to rebound quickly and get away from this person, and then like you make a commitment, you fall into a commitment quite quickly, and then you end up being disappointed because we weren't like really looking at the other person, and we weren't really thinking about things. It just felt attractive, and it felt like it pulled us in, and like what else would we do besides to commit to it, you know? And then it's like, and now you're in the same cycle where it's like you have a commitment, you feel very let down, you feel very disappointed, and now there's something else that's shiny that you want to like go towards. But your higher self is telling you, we need to really look at what this is that has continuously been repeating, because if you go about doing something in a way that you feel is out of alignment with like what you see as being like right and wrong, with what you see as being fair and balanced, if you are doing something to someone that you would not want to be treated that way, regardless of what they have or haven't done, if you're doing anything to someone where you don't want to be treated that way, it is not going to benefit you, because karmically you're going to be dealing with the implications of that. However, what it looks like to me is that even though something has piqued your interest and you want to move in that direction, if you can take a second to be like, I really need to slow down and think about this, and I need to connect with my higher self here, and you take this moment to do that by like meditating or getting connected, it's going to tell you exactly what the right thing is for you to do within this situation. And you're going to feel like you're not only emphasizing like your heart or your ability to take action or your ability to be like intelligent or to be like controlled emotionally, you're going to feel like you're integrating all of those things. I'm seeing this be an integration of the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups and the King of Wands here. It's like all of these things. Your ability to feel everything that you're feeling, your ability to set boundaries from that space of being compassionate, of being savvy, of being intelligent with the way that you're doing things, of making a wise choice, of also doing it from a grounded space where you're not just reacting, you're responding to a situation, and you feel level-headed and you feel like you're present, and then take action from there. And that's what gives you control of like where you're steering the ship karmically. And it helps you be confident with this change that you're making. Even though this may feel different, it helps you evolve in a way where you feel like you are right on the money, so to speak. And this is also helping you with that sense of impulsivity that you feel too. It's helping you master this. This part of you that like when you don't control it, when you don't restrain it, when you don't get it to sit still for a moment, it just like makes all of these decisions, and then you keep finding yourself, it's like you're chasing after it, and then you keep finding yourself in this place where it's like, I hate when we get to this location and we always come here. So like, where do we stop it within the timeline so we don't keep coming back here? And this is your opportunity to stop this from happening. This is you taking your power back and controlling things now. Controlling where you're going, controlling your fate. And now you have a decision to make. And it's all in your hands. I'm looking at Pluto, Libra, the Moon, Jupiter, Scorpio. Remember, we all have these energies. all of us within our birth charts. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.